Well, we continue the narrative, the same topic we've been discussing now for a couple of days since the Santa rally has been just completely decimated. Obviously, earlier this month, there's various factors and the reasons for that. There is a silver lining. There's something happening that I'm going to share with you here in just a minute that is something that if you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't know. So I'm going to give you that information. So stick till the end. I got a lot for you there. So we're going to jump into that. Okay. So the overall market is down 2.76%, 3,220 billion. Again, we continue to um, kind of stay around this $3,220 billion market cap. If we get a little run, we pick up 100 billion, we go to 3.3, 3,300 billion and change. But overall, 500 billion wiped out in market capitalization in the last 2 weeks. Because of the Federal Reserve and all of the announcements they made about kind of what are they going to do or not going to do in 2025 that spooked the entire crypto market. Okay, so we got Bitcoin down $91,632. Now, let me share with you really quickly why that is happening and also a silver lining scenario here. So we know that we've had this post-Christmas cool down. But this is interesting. Look at this quote: whales are moving stable coins to exchanges, signaling potential recovery. What does this mean? Okay, so there are tracking services out there that track whale activity. These are large wallets that hold a ton of Bitcoin and things of that nature. And when they start moving Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, some of the large caps, people take notice. This is interesting that these Bitcoin whales that are being tracked are moving a lot of stablecoin to exchanges. And so is that a precursor to getting ready to buy more Bitcoin? Okay. So that's interesting. Okay. So again, I always kind of look at what the smart money in the room is doing. Right. And so that's kind of a silver lining scenario. That's what I had promised you at the top of the video. We're currently, again, cooling off. We're going to continue to see this today, tomorrow. I think we're going to see, maybe the first few days of January, we might have a move up. I think that people are going to wait and see how the first week or so of January goes. Obviously, we know we've got Trump taking office on January 20th. We got a new SEC chairman, Paul Atkins, taking office, or that's when Gary Gensler is resigning on effective January 20th. We could see a quiet month. I think we won't see a quiet month at the very minimum because of the run up leading to Trump's inauguration and what he's going to do. People are excited about that. So we could see the markets turn back on maybe around the 10th or the 11th. That'll give us about a 9 to 10 day run up leading up into that. I think that's what we're going to see. Personally, that's what I think we're going to see. Historically, January and February have been very, very good, decent months for Bitcoin and for crypto. Look, these are the halving years, and I put a tweet out on this the other day. So 2021, this was after the halving year, and January we were up 14%, February we were up 36%, March we were up 29%. I think these are very doable numbers. Okay. 2017, which was after the halving in 2016, down 0.4, up 23, down 9. Okay. So obviously we didn't have as good of a time, there, but overall, I think we are lined up for decent, really good, January, February, March for sure. Again, I think a lot of it has to do with Trump, and he's going to change the game here in the United States. A new regime as far as the SEC, no longer kind of enforcement by regulation kind of thing, or regulation by enforcement rather, excuse me. And I think that that's what we're going to see. Okay. But again, we're all waiting to see how this plays out. Right. I don't have a crystal ball. If I did, I'd be worth billions because I'd be opening up positions, getting ready for the exact thing that I knew would happen. But you can look at kind of the tea leaves, right? You can kind of look at what do you think is going to happen. So meanwhile, I'm watching Bitcoin to see if it drops even more. Going to continue to buy some more Bitcoin. XRP is down about 6.3%, and kind of can see from the overall move down, it's one of the bigger ones moving down. So, but helium is the, as far as the top 100, down 10%. That's the one, an asset in the top 100 that is, that's down. It's only 10%. So it's not a massive move down. Again, I think that the bears are in control. but not completely, right? We don't see things down 15, 20, 30%. Okay. So overall, when will it turn around? I gave you that timeline. I think we're gonna first couple of days of January, maybe the first 2 or 3, 4 days of January are going to be interesting to watch. I think they might be a little rocky, might continue this trend as we see. But look, all the things are there. Institutions are buying, people are buying, whales are moving stablecoin over to the exchanges. We've got Trump taking office. We got the euphoria, and that's kind of the appropriate word right there, leading up to that. And I think we're going to see a run up leading up to his inauguration day. Okay, so I see you. Thanks for giving me a few minutes.